What's up, SNA Assassinators? This is Super Ninja Austin back here with another video. And for those that are unaware on my appearance, I want to give you. I thought I might did something different about myself, and I'll give you about 5 seconds to figure out what exactly it is. Just comment down below on what I did to myself that's a bit different than usual. And if you are unaware, I get what I did to my head. I'm gonna give you a clue right here. I'll give you extra 5 seconds to figure out what it is. Well, I thought my hair was getting a little wildly, so I thought I might tie it up and then make it more a little bit. It was, I guess you could say, half decent. So I won't embarrass myself and then not look like I'm some kind of a homeless. A home, like I'll say, a homeless hobo, I guess you could say. Hope I did not offend nobody for saying that, but I thought I might just it had to be said. But I tied it up. I need to get it redone like very soon. Don't worry, I will do exactly that. But for now, we're gonna be talking about what exactly went down on tonight's Red Brand show, which is Monday Night Raw. And Monday Night Raw, what a very interesting show, even though it didn't feel like a go-home show, even though it is. It's the final Monday Night Raw before Money in the Bank. Rather booked it like if it's I'll say the week after the post show Raw, like after a pay-per-view, like like Money in the Bank, for an example, like what could possibly if they already surpassed Money in the Bank. If it wasn't for the last qualifier matches and the Women's World Championship, then I would say this was like a show that they should have booked like for the week afterwards, like the week after the post show, like the Raw after and then it's where he got in the ring. This is where his music started playing. Just me, Oos. Day one is just me, Oos, and this is where Jey Uso then grab on the microphone. He's like, yeah, when it's main event Jey Uso room, there's gonna be some action. And then this word then he called Monday Night Raw Monday Night. I was like, yeah, that's how a really good ring to it, just like Monday Night Rollins. This word then fans start chanting yeet all around the room. This word then Jey Uso's like, we all know who exactly gonna be winning this Saturday's Money in the Bank ladder match. Like, it's not gonna be a Carmelo, yeet, and then fans start repeating saying yeet, and it's like definitely not what's his name, Chad, and fans say yeet, and he's like, and not what's his name, who was the other guy that won on Raw? Oh no. Oh yeah, he's like, whoever's not, it's not definitely not gonna be anybody like Ilya, Sheamus, or Drew. He's like yeet, and then he's like, and it's definitely not gonna be L.A. Knight, even though he's doing a really good job. This is where he's like, it's gonna be your main event Raw superstar main event Jey Uso himself. But this is where we got Chad Gable that got offended, and he heard his name, even though it was once. But you know the rules, like if it's from 1 to a million, like times when a wrestler mentions his name, like even once his future ladder, I should call him, his future ladder, like about like 1 to a million times, they're gonna eventually come out and see what the hell what they want. This is where Chad Gable came out. He was like, this is where it's like, enough about this. This is where the fans start saying yeet. And then this is where Chad Gable's like, yeah, and enough of that word. Like, I don't want to repeat y'all, but what you're saying, that's not even a word. Like, and fans are boo, like, boo. Like, what do you know about words? Like just because you have a PhD, and the PhD degree, doesn't mean that, doesn't mean just because you have a PhD doesn't mean that you're an expert in words. This is where the Chad Gable's like, oh really? And this is where then Chad Gable's like, whatever. Like, y'all are very uneducated anyway. This is where it's like, let me educate you guys something. In y'all's idiotic city of Boston, like yeet's not even a word. And then this is where the fans are like, boo, whatever. And I was like, I was like, maybe Boston could have been an idiotic city, like from one of the sports teams that used to play for one of the the football teams. Like maybe search down the dictionary, you'll find my picture. And I was like, you're really gonna see that on the dictionary? I was like, really? Like I don't see, like when I see says miracle, it shows people like show like a general figure, like showing like what, like they got like some kind of a, like if something unusual happens, that something that's unusually lucky, I'll say somebody that's unusually lucky, like when somebody like have something good, good luck on the side, or some very spiritual, supernatural powers, like supernatural, something supernatural happens or something like that in the good way, like something that's unexplainable. Like that's the only thing I see about when you look at the word miracle in the world's discovered words in all in the world. But anyways, this word then Chad Gable was like like, and I overcome the Wyatts, I overcome I overcome my former allies, the Alpha Academy, and then going down the list of that. This word then Chad Gable's like, and this where Jey Uso's like, oh, you're really bringing up this Wyatt group, like Wyatt family group. Like, are you afraid of them? This is where Chad Gable's like, oh, please, like I'm the one scared. Like it seems like you're being scared because why you're saying that to me like that? He's like, he was like, I mean, after all, you're the one that stole the Fireflies from that live event about a few months ago, or not, I'll say weeks actually. This is where he's like, and you're the man that also abandoned his family as well. Like you could have been like continuing to be on top, and like you had an opportunity to stay with a family that has a big popular reputation. But guess what? You decided to abandon them. You decided to leave them. You decided to think you could do it all on your own. And this is where Jey Uso was like, that's because I can. And then I gave the Fireflies back to Unc, which he was referring to Howdy, Uncle Howdy. This is where then fans are, and this is where Jey Uso's like, and to get out from under it, like I'm not gonna be a manipulative. Like unlike you, that's a manipulative scumbag. Like, and then this is where Chad Gable did not take, couldn't take his insults anymore. And he started hitting some right hands onto the face of his future opponent at the Money in the Bank Live match. This is where he started hitting some right hands. This is where Chad Gable shut him up for only just a second. Until when he tried to get him back up, and then this is where he started shouting at him. He's like, you're going to regret saying that. This is where he bounced right to the left side. This is where he tried to go to the left, but Jey Uso twisted right over and hit some right hands in the face. This is where fans start chanting like, yeet, yeet, yeet. And then this is where Jey Uso did a spit right into his hand, and then with his right hand. This is where Jey Uso hit a super kick to follow it up with. This is where he didn't go up right up on the top rope, hits a Uso splash, and sent Chad Gable rolling out of the ring after hitting the big spot. This is where the Chad Gable's like, you think that that measly spot is going to intimidate me? Like I already told you, I already survived the Wyatts once, and if they were out here, like I could do it again. And this is where he spoke them too soon, because this is where the lights start dimming out like slowly, and you can hear him going and what's that? Turning off, like if there's a power outage. This is where we saw some of the Wyatt six packs. Oh yeah,
you can't keep dropping stuff, Trey.
Thank you so much, Birdie Bird. That's very sweet of you. And you too, Dada. Yeah. But anyways, this is where we got some of the Wyatt Six faction came in. This is where we got came out. This is where like Chad Gable or wondering where they were at. This is where he went over the barricade, went on the audience, but this is where it started went to each member. Like first, I believe it was Rambling Rabbit, which was Eric Rowan, and then Mercy the Buzzard, which is played by Dexter Loomis, and Huskus the Pig, which is played by Joe Gacy. And this is where, last but not least, we saw the leader of the group, and it was none other than Uncle Howdy. This is where Chad Gable eventually got out of the arena and went backstage, survived this time. And I was thinking, and this time he survived from the Wyatt Six. And I wondered myself, like, why did he not attack him? Like, there's some kind of a sign that we could probably see him do the next member, because they've been teasing it from the last few weeks, even before they made their debut in WWE. So they have to keep continuing to see about planting these seeds, like and what's to come. Yeah, like see, they just continuing to plant those seeds. Like we can possibly see a new member of the new faction of WWE. But that's where we got Abby the Witch, which is played by Nikki Croston, came in and kind of spooked the commentators, Michael Cole and Corey Graves. And then we saw a couple of their security guards that was standing beside them, like that was guarding them. This is where they got brutally assaulted by the Wyatt Six faction. But the lights went off, and then that's when the commercial break came in. This is where, okay, like that was very, I think that was very unquestionably odd. Like yeah, like even though we kind of see what's to come to the White Six faction, like kind of maybe maybe this rumored about them being starting to feud with Jay Uso could be somewhat true, with them revealing that Chad Gable is one of them now. Like after all, and that stunt they pulled on the when they attack everybody backstage in Gorilla, and also making it look like they shot Chad Gable in the head. Only just was a stunt, and then he's actually he was working with them all along, or something like that. Something crazy, something that we would not expect, even if they pointed out the obvious, even if they kind of teased something here, like in an obvious manner, but. But I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below on if you think Chad Gable could be part of the Wyatt Six faction. It's possible. But this is where we got the next matchup, which was Karrion Kross versus Xavier Woods, and I thought this could be the New Day's final day that they're gonna be known as a tag team. I thought like Karrion Kross could do the same what he did to Kofi, defeat him, and then we'll see Xavier Woods then get mad and start blaming Kofi for holding him back. But no, it was much rather everything the opposite. And this is where then we got Karrion Kross to start the match with the trombone playing New Day member. This is where they square off. This is where they start going back and forth. This is where we got this is where we got Xavier Woods then try to go for a headlock, but this is where he threw him right into the I believe the right side corner. This is where he shoulder tackles Xavier Woods. This is where he started taunting the fans, and Xavier Woods started walking out like Xavier Woods gonna learn. He's gonna see exactly what I've been talking about from the last couple of months. Is where he put him right to the left corner side ropes. This is where he starts squeezing, trying to squeeze the life out of Xavier Woods' neck. This is where he started with those leg sweeps. This is where then referee stopped him at the count of 2 of the 5-second warning. But this is where Kofi Kingston's like, "Come on, Xavier, you can do this." Like, and don't let him intimidate you. This is where Karrion Kross tried to close on him out there. This is where Xavier Woods took Kofi's advice, flips him right over the top rope, hits him with a springboard crossbody. This is where Xavier Woods is like, like New Day for life. And then this is where he started hitting some knife-edge chops right on to the chest of Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross was hardly fazed by it. He started screaming. This is where he started screaming he was like, and then this is where then he tried to throw a Karrion Kross right into the rear of the ring post, but this is where Xavier Woods stopped himself from getting hit, like when he got countered by Karrion Kross. This is where then we got what's his name? Xavier Woods tried to send Karrion Kross again, but except Karrion was coming his way, trying to attack him, but Xavier Woods moved out of the way, but somehow with the mercy, with the other thing, not. I'll say, yeah, with the mercy of God, I guess you could say. Like, we got Karrion Kross stopping at the last second. This is where we got Xavier Woods then try to run up right onto Karrion Kross, grab onto him, and try to throw him to him anyways for a third straight time. But he must have been triple cursed, because this is where we got Karrion Kross and hit a power bomb, send him back first right onto Rita the ring post. This is where then we got Karrion Kross started doing more punishment pain onto the New Day member. This is where Xavier Woods eventually got back up after after taking all kinds of beating from the former NXT champion. This is where he started hitting some punches, chops repeatedly. And I believe Gunther did not appreciate that, but he's probably going to just only give him a warning slip, I guess you could say. This is where then he tried Irish whip cross right to the left side. But this is where Cross counters through him instead. This is where he tried to go for a clothesline the first time and the back clothesline. Xavier, when he's coming from the right side to the left side, is where when he came from the left side, he does where a baseball slide right between Karrion Kross's legs, hits him with a discus forearm right into the face. This is where then we got Xavier Woods then going for a big elbow strike right into the face. This is where then we got Xavier Woods to start hitting some right hands right into the face. But the fans are chanting how many punches he's hitting. This is where then we got Karrion Kross try to go for a clothesline. Xavier ducks, hit a super kick right into his face. This is where he tried to go for a spinning neck breaker. This is where we got Karrion Kross then twist him around, hits him with a big headbutt. Karrion Kross started laughing and chuckling. He's like, like, yeah, like y'all got no choice but to understand me, you all, that the New Day is about to be dead. And this is where then we got this is where Karrion Kross starts shouting at yeah, he's like, yeah, and I was like, wow, like, why are you saying they're dead, like, when they're clearly still alive right here? Like, let's hope he's not trying to attempt no murders. Yeah, which obviously he didn't. But this is where Xavier Woods would try to go for a double axe handle right on top rope when he got up there. But this is where Karrion Kross caught him with a big elbow strike right into the face. This is where then we got Karrion Kross then was still right up on his feet in the offense side. This is where then we got Karrion Kross like, you could be this close if you only just ditch Kofi. And then this is where the fans are like, no, we do not want them to split like New Day forever rocks, despite Big E not being there. Is the third member. But this is where we got the fans start clapping for Xavier Woods to make a comeback. This is where then we got Karrion Kross trying to pick him up, trying to hit him with like his F10 finishing maneuver like majig. This is where we got Xavier Woods somehow tricked him before he can even attempt to do the maneuver. Hit him with an inside cradle to get the 1, 2, 3. And I was like, wow, like where the hell this came from? Like I've never thought that Xavier Woods would even get a count out victory. Like, but yet he beat Karrion Kross, even though it was with the most devastating move in professional wrestling, the surprise roll up. But yeah, it just came out of it literally just became the shocking turn of the event, and it was the most shocking thing of the night, I guess you could say. And I'll say if it doesn't get any kind of place in the best wrestling of the night list, I would say maybe a fourth place spot, because we got the I'll say fifth place, because we got no, I'm right. Yeah, it is the fourth place spot, because we got a very good